Gamers, I just made the same mistake, or almost just made the same mistake again as I did in a previous video. So, a little while back, it was a Birchlands video. I made the mistake of not checking to see if my mic was actually, properly connected to OBS before, recording video. So, none of the audio or none of my voiceover was actually, streamed through in the recording. So I had to scrap a portion of that video. That almost just happened again. For some reason, OBS randomly reset my audio input device to just default, which is not the microphone I use to, voice over these videos. Or at least the ones where I'm gaming. I use a different one for the commentary videos. I just think it really makes my voice sound a little bit better. Although it is a little bit reverby, not gonna lie. But yeah, that almost just happened again. And that would actually really suck. Like, a lot more than it would with the Birchlands. Because these videos are shorter. That's what I've always aimed for, especially now with the One Life series and everything. Really want to keep these videos short, and if I lost a massive portion of it, that would have sucked, even if it were just a few minutes. It could potentially damage this series, not gonna lie, and I don't want to do that, so I'm very glad I caught it just now, right before I started recording. Audio should be coming in very smoothly right now, not gonna lie. But anyways, it's been a little bit since I did a little bit of recording for this series. We just defeated Kraid. We're gonna go take down his friend, the Ridster, in Ridley's hideout. Yeah. It's a little ways off, though. We are going to be going on quite a journey in this video, and this video could potentially end up being the last video in this series, if everything goes according to plan. But remember, final boss fight against Mother Brain is probably one of the difficult parts in this game. One of the most difficult areas, not gonna lie. So we could die. There's a lot of spam in there if you watched the previous Metroid series where we just played through this game and, didn't really do much. No really special challenges in there, except the game itself. But yeah, if we die there, we're gonna have to restart from the beginning, so that's gonna probably stack on a few more episodes onto this little series. But I think we've got this in the bag, personally. I think we've got a pretty high chance of winning. Now, what was unique about the Kraid fight from last episode was that I actually used the wave beam to kill him. It didn't go as planned. For some reason, the wave beam started hitting all of his projectiles, as if they were enemies. Started damaging them, instead of, Kraid himself. So yeah, that's probably gonna happen again with Ridley, because Ridley has fireballs, and they tend to act as a barrier for him, even if you attack him with the ice beam. But yeah, we're gonna see how Ridley reacts to it, and then we're gonna have to get the ice beam after that, because going to Mother Brain's area of the map, it's not very easy without the ice beam, or with the ice beam, or yeah, without the ice beam, what am I saying? Because you gotta freeze the Metroids in there. I don't think the wave beam will do much of anything to them. Alright, and we are now here. And as promised, we're gonna fall down the hidden hole right in this room right here. But yeah, it basically takes you down to one of these rooms, pretty much. Now we can go to the right, where there's gonna be another pitfall. Now for this room, it's a little bit interesting. We have a very, very dangerous jump right there that I just completely failed at, doing. But yeah, you can actually get across that, and the only reward is a missile tank. If they wanted to make this game a little bit harder, they would probably put an item over there. But this is a hideout area of the game, so you can't find any of that around here. And in theory, right behind this door should be the guy we're looking for. Yes, there he is. Let's see how he likes. Oh my god, wow, the fireballs are completely immune to the wave beam, so that is pretty interesting, actually, not gonna lie. But it appears that they are despawning when we go past them right here a little bit, so yeah, that's pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Using the wave beam on this guy isn't nearly as easy as I thought it would, but then again, that's literally the same thing I thought with Kraid. And there we go, he is now defeated. And the game is lagging super hard right now. My goodness. And it's only a few enemies too. It's really one of the only things I don't like about this game is how hard it lags sometimes. So the frame rate just goes right to 30 like it's nothing. We're gonna have to take a little bit of a detour going back up, because obviously, there's not a whole lot of platforms up here to jump up on. So yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way to the right, but nevertheless, should be in theory at least, a pretty easy trip. We do have plenty of time to get tons of energy, because Mother Brain is on the complete other side of this planet, I guess. That's actually what it is. It's a very weird planet. I don't recall, planets being in the shape of fortresses, but I guess this one's a little bit different. I also almost forgot, we gotta get the ice beam too. That's gonna be the one in Norfair that we're gonna almost pass by. That would not be good to forget about that, let me tell you right now. Alright, now the ice beam is right behind this door right here, but what we're actually gonna want to do, if you didn't watch the previous episode for whatever reason, or the episode before that, you actually got to approach this ice beam from the back. So you go up here and then around. Then right down here, we've actually got some glitching going on, a lot of glitching. I haven't talked much about it in this series, but yeah, there's a ton of visual glitches in this game, and this is one of them right here. Can you imagine, like, if all, like, the purple regions of this place, they were red like that? Right there, I think that would actually kind of look a little bit good. It would be interesting, to say the least. It would feel different. Right behind here, this is where the other ice beam is at. And once we get this, I believe we can actually get the wave beam again from its same location. I haven't tested it at all, but in theory you could. I believe, if I remember correctly, these are infinite items right here. They're not like all the other items you can get, where like you get them all once and that's it, really. Because in theory you could get both ice beams first and then be stuck with the wave beam forever. Yeah, now that we've got all this right here, now we've got our ice beam, it's time to go face the final challenge. Which hopefully will go well. I really hope it goes well. There is another game I'd like to play. It's not Metroid, but it is on the Switch and it's far more modern, let me tell you that right now, that I would like to play, you know, after this series concludes. I don't want to juggle like 2 series at once. I know I'm already doing that with the Birchlands and technically OP Realm now too, so that's actually 3. But yeah, I don't want to juggle like multiple series because I just feel like I wouldn't be able to, you know, upload enough of each of them in a good amount of time. Like I'd have to upload like every single day. And that would suck. I would literally have no life outside of the internet. It would be sad. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. This isn't the end of the video just yet, but like, we did a lot of unique things. And hopefully we'll continue to do unique things in games on this channel. Anyways, I do believe since we do not have all of our energy tanks back yet, I think we might want to farm a little bit once we get into Torian, which is the area where Mother Brain lives, pretty much. Unless these enemies would be so kind as to give me some energy right now. Yes, a little something like that. Just keep on repeating that until we get there, and we'll all be good here pretty much. There we go. We got another energy tank back. We're gonna need the energy, that's for sure, because the spam and the lag in this place is going to be, like, top-notch. Like, it is no joke in here. We're gonna most definitely get hit. I don't know how you'd complete this game without getting hit. If anybody has actually done that with like, without any like tools or anything, like hacks or something, like a tool-assisted speedrun or whatever, I'm gonna be baffled really. But I really do not think it is possible to beat this game without taking a single hit, because there's just simply so much spam in like Ridley's hideout too and everything. Brutal. Yeah, right up here is going to be the statue room, up here and on the left. So yeah, we'll basically shoot our friends Kraid and Ridley one more time, but you know, they're statues. And they'll build a little bridge for us, you know? That's how it works here. Here we are! So we got 1 energy tank to spare here pretty much. We got 1 unfilled, but the Metroids, they drop 30 energy every single time you kill them, and we're gonna meet quite a few of them on the way. Kinda like that guy right there. We're gonna... Oh man, there's 2 of you, that's right. But yeah, we'll take these dudes out, and as you can see, if we just take them out without taking a single hit, we should be in pretty good shape here. What I'm more so worried about are, like, all the SpaghettiOs, I guess, later. Because those guys are spammy, and they do not drop any energy. Right here, we've got a 10 missile door, one of the only 2 in the game. I don't know what the point was of making this one yellow and the one in Ridley's room purple, but oh well, I guess. They should probably utilize that more in this game. Kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. You can only fit so much on a cartridge, I guess. There we go, we're almost at full health, pretty much. I'm just gonna round up and say, yeah, we're at full health. So we're just gonna freeze these dudes and just keep on running. It appears we've gotten ourselves into a little bit of a situation right here, but it's all good. I really wanted to go through here and, you know, flex how I would have never taken a single hit, at least not until the room we're about to come up to. But yeah, unfortunately my wish did not come true there. I think I'm gonna go cry in a corner now and just never upload to YouTube again. Here we are, here's the door. Welcome to the Mother Brain Factory, the spammiest place in the whole game, and the laggiest place too. We're gonna have a lot of dropped frames here. And I would just like to emphasize, it's not because of OBS, this is the game lagging. Now there it is, right on over to the left there, that is the boss we are trying to take down. That I'm going to try and take a swing at taking down here. We've taken quite a few hits on the way here, but that's why we have our freaking energy tanks. But there we go. Now, I reckon the move here is going to be to stay to the right here on this little pole, pretty much. So that way, when the SpaghettiOs come down, they'll knock us to the right instead of to the left, because we're going to take far more hits on the left than we will on the right, let me tell you that. And the heads are going to do a lot more damage on the left, too. We just want to be extremely careful. I'm going to try to get in as many hits as I possibly can here. I'm sweating a little bit, not going to lie. We're on our last tank, and that's not good. The dodging is going to be everything here. It's 30 missiles, I believe. 32, potentially. We might have to abort this mission. Or will we? And there we go, we have done it. Now all we gotta do is just stay alive for the next couple seconds. In this specific version of the game on Nintendo Switch, you actually don't have the epileptic effect. But there we go, we've officially won. Oh man, my heart rate just went up a lot. Imagine if we die right in here. I have never died, like, in the escape sequence before, so if we die here, that's gonna be, like, the most hilarious thing ever. And here is the final elevator. We can go right on up here. And that's the game, folks. We did it, again. I just played through a game twice on this channel. We don't typically do that. But there we go. That's actually the first time I've done it. All one life there, pretty much. It's amazing. I did not actually think I'd be able to do that. But yeah, if you liked what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Samus Face Reveal 2.0, I guess. Yeah, I'll see you later. We might have one more Metroid video coming out. Just one more. In theory, if I feel like it. How's it going, people? Editing me here. I just realized in this video that I forgot to say that the original first episode of this series is available for viewing on my second channel now, as promised. Pretty much this episode, or this version of the episode, was scrapped because prior to that I didn't know how to record multiple tracks on OBS and have like multiple audio streams go into Vegas, which is what I use to edit. The audio in that video is horribly unbalanced, but it's still going up because I edited the full thing. I really wasn't sure whether I wanted to keep it or not, but ultimately I just decided we didn't really do much in the episode. It's just the beginning of the game that I can easily replay, so I just decided to scrap it. I still rendered it, it's gonna go up, but yeah, you get to see into the past there, pretty much. You can also find it linked in the description, but yeah, very pleased we were able to get through this challenge. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say for real now. See you in the next video.